Intellectual pack, assemble. It is time for another review. So, I did a little something different for this review. I took notes. um, so we're gonna get into this pretty quickly here. So, first thing we're gonna discuss is the Crow. Basically, starting off. So the Crow basically finds his love with this girl, Shelly. Oh, he then helps escape from this group of people that are trying to kill her at this point in time. Honestly, the whole opening, unbroken. Amazing opening, just really good. Now, suit up basically after the Crow starts to doubt like the girl, Shelly, and after he sees her basically being manipulated into killing someone, and he says basically, her soul for mine, like because he goes back to the in between kind of thing, and like he agrees, and like the guy basically just cuts himself across the hand, across the hand, bleeds into him basically with that black blood. Which is kind of the whole premise of this whole Crow character in like the movie anyway. That part again, unbroken. Now, third and final thing we're going to discuss is the Crow. Kind of just like the OG does, the original with the late great Brandon Lee, rest in peace. Makes the ultimate sacrifice basically to bring his love back to life, like and that we see basically back to when they died. He doesn't come back, she does. Again, unbroken. Now this is the point where we're gonna drop the notes for now. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a good movie. However, they had multiple chances, credits, anything. Like just a thank you for Brandon Lee would have been fine. We didn't even get that. No, this date to this date, rest in peace kind of thing. None of that. Nothing. Zero respect for Brandon Lee at all. Like zero respect throughout the movie. Like honestly, that's a travesty if you ask me. Having known and seen the original and loving the original and knowing more of the history behind what happened, how peculiar it was, and how like whoever whoever killed or whatever, unalive, whatever, Brandon Lee and Bruce Lee, by the way, his father, were clearly trying to end the bloodline, like end that whole line, which makes me curious and worried because Brandon Lee has a son who I guess is still alive. I hope for his sake he's changed his last name. And honestly, like it, I came out of it disappointed because of the fact that Brandon Lee got zero respect in the movie. Nothing mentioned, nothing at all. Like just it's like they were saying, oh, we're making this a movie new, and yeah, the guy that was murdered in the original, yeah, that happened 20 years ago. Move on. Really? Like, that's something people don't do. We don't move on. A lot of times anyway. Sometimes we do have to move on, but I mean, come on. If you weren't going to pay your respects to Brandon Lee when you're making a movie called The Crow, the same name of the movie that Brandon Lee was murdered in, you should have never touched it. Like, that whole thing, like, honestly, I said before that hinged on my ranking. So, without further ado, The Crow, my verdict, broken. Because of the fact they had the nerve to make a movie called The Crow and have zero respect in it to Brandon Lee. Like, you gotta be heartless. But I will see you guys again possibly later on for another review, possibly not. But I will see you guys again tomorrow morning for sure for another episode of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Remastered. As always, though, remember, stay safe, stay dangerous. Love you guys. Later.